39.
Stand.
Numéro 15, S241.
On debate on Bill S-241, Senator Galvez.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Chers collègues, je m'adresse à vous aujourd'hui au sujet du projet de loi S-241, la loi de Jane Goodall. Ce projet de loi s'appuie sur le leadership du Canada dans l'interdiction de maintenir les baleines et dauphins en captivité qui a reçu un fort soutien du public. Je voudrais tout d'abord saluer le travail de l'ancien sénateur Murray Sinclair qui a présenté ce projet de loi en 2020. Et j'aimerais également remercier le sénateur Klein et son équipe qui ont travaillé sans relâche pour veiller à ce que ce travail important ne reste pas inachevé. Colleagues, I and an increasing number of Canadians believe wild animals should have the right to a wild life and shouldn't be held in captivity unless there is a direct benefit to them or a greater conservation goal. I am satisfied that this bill significantly contributes to making that goal a reality for a selection of animals, including great apes, elephants, big cats, bears, wolves, seals, walruses, and dangerous reptiles. Bill S-241 increases protection for more than 800 wild species, where there is an abundant evidence they suffer greatly in captivity because their natural movements and behavior are severely restricted. There should be only exceptional circumstances for keeping wild animals in captivity when it serves the animal's best interest and for research that has conservation benefits. Even if there is a conservation benefit to breeding wild animals in captivity, this bill was crafted with the foresight to recognize that a higher bar needs to be met to protect the dignity of the wild animal species and indeed to protect the dignity of our own species. The preamble of the bill sets out the opportunity to address the global wildlife trade through regulation, and I strongly support further action in that regard. Senator Klein, in his initial speech, mentioned the opportunity to protect amphibians from a dangerous fungus and address the poaching of Canadian bears for bladders, and I think those are important examples of the harm posed by the commercial wildlife trade. Whether that trade is legal or illegal, it causes harm to the animals themselves and increases the potential for significant zoonotic diseases risk that can harm animals and people. We just passed through COVID-19 is an example. This bill will make Canada a global leader in protecting wildlife welfare and fulfill the Environment Minister's mandate to protect animals in captivity, help curb the illegal wildlife trade, and end the elephant and rhinoceros tusk trade in Canada. Last year, World Animal Protection released a report and based on their analysis of Canada's importation records, they estimated more than 1 million wild animals were imported into our country between 2014 and 2018, and that the vast majority, 93%, were seemingly not subject to any permits or pathogen screening. Given the role of the wildlife trade in driving the biodiversity crisis and disease risk, I just talked about that a few weeks ago, that is very concerning. Animal welfare science is constantly evolving, and we are learning more and more about the complex biological, psychological, and ecological needs of a variety of wild animal species and how difficult it is to meet those needs in captivity. I'm very pleased the bill will end elephant captivity in Canada, and I applaud the Granby Zoo for already announcing their plans to retire their elephants and support this bill. Highly social, intelligent, and vast roaming animals like elephant should not be kept in captivity, particularly in Canada, where our climate much more of the year is brutal for these animals. Many people may not realize these animals spend most of their time in much smaller indoor enclosures due to the cold, and as a result are unable to fully benefit from large outdoor pens if they are provided. This bill will help prevent future cases like that of the elephant Lucy. If you follow me in Twitter, I've been helping this group. It's truly sad to see the situation of Lucy, who must spend more than 2/3 of her life indoor at the Edmonton Zoo due to harsh Canadian winters. As a result, she is 1,000 pounds overweight and shows signs of mental duress, such as rocking back and forth. I'd like to thank the Lucy Edmonton's Advocate Project for their important work in giving Lucy a voice. I'm glad to see the bill is also supported by other zoos, like the Toronto Zoo, the Calgary Zoo, and the Montreal Biodome. This bill is clearly not anti-zoo, but it will raise the standards of zoos that we as a society find acceptable. It will help establish transparent, legal, science-based standards so animals like tigers, lions, and many species of monkeys are no longer kept in undersized, flimsy cages where you don't need a license, a reason, or any expertise to training to keep a tiger or other exotic wild animal. It is not surprising that wild animals escape roadside zoos and people have been injured and even killed because of serious regulatory gap. Just in 2013, we had a tragic case in New Brunswick where an African rock phyton, a reptile that would not be able to be held in captivity under this proposed legislation, killed 2 children of 4 and 6 years old. This legislation cannot be passed soon enough. Au Québec, des accusations criminelles ont également été portées pour cruauté et négligence envers des animaux dans un zoo, ce qui a imposé un fardeau à la SPCA de Montréal et à ses partenaires qui ont dû saisir et relocaliser plus de 100 animaux sauvages. Malgré l'importance de ce projet de loi, il ne s'agit pas du dernier chapitre. Il est encore nécessaire d'adopter d'autres règlements pour lutter contre le commerce des animaux sauvages. C'est un secteur sous-réglementé et non durable. Le préambule du présent projet de loi mentionne cette question en raison du plaidoyer du World Animal Protection, mais il faut faire davantage pour réduire la souffrance animale, les risques de maladies et la perte de biodiversité. Le commerce légal alimente le commerce illégal et nous avons besoin de nouvelles réglementations pour améliorer le système qui est très laxiste au Canada en matière de surveillance et de collecte de données. Le projet de loi S-241 a mon soutien indéfectible et il devrait être renvoyé en comité pour être étudié en temps opportun afin que nous puissions faire ce grand pas en reconnaissant le bien-être des animaux comme un élément essentiel de la façon dont nous mesurons le progrès dans notre société. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Miigwech.